advantage away from Detroit, who's having an outstanding season in the Eastern Conference. Here's a look at the starting lineups. Odom, Cook, and Mim up front for the Lakers. Smush Parker shares the backcourt with Kobe Bryant. For the Spurs, Bruce Bowen, Tim Duncan, and Nazr Mohammed up front. Tony Parker and Manu Ginóbili in the backcourt. They're getting ready for the opening tip out at AT&T Center. We'll send you out there for the opening tip of the Lakers and Spurs from San Antonio.
Serve well for the Lakers headed home, and a weekend matchup with Seattle on Sunday. Kobe and Smush in the backcourt. Bryant Cook getting the call. Kwame's going to see a lot of time, though. You got to believe with Tim Duncan there for San Antonio. Chris Mim back close to home, and Lamar Odom. And with the win in New Orleans, Phil now tied with Jack Ramsey on the all-time coaching list for all-time victories. As he has 864. Tony Parker, Manu Ginóbili in the starting lineup in the backcourt with Bruce Bowen out of Cal State Fullerton, Nazr Mohammed, and Finals MVP Tim Duncan. And Gregg Popovich, lifetime in 25 games against Phil Jackson with a slight edge now after that win Monday back at Staples Center. Jimmy Clark will toss it, working with Alandis Poole as he got it up there in the rafters. And also Scott Wall. So we are underway. Spurs with the ball to begin things. And the Spurs with the best home record in the NBA. Duncan wants it early against Bryant Cook. The double. Man, the step back is going to be short. Across it goes. Batted away by Mohammed. Kobe after it and tapped out of bounds by Mohammed. Good effort by Kobe when it looked like automatic for Nazr Mohammed.
That's the kind of effort you have to play with as a unit for 48 minutes, especially when you're going up against the defending NBA champs.
Spurs, as I mentioned, 26-3 here at home. And over their last 83 in this building, they've won 94% of the time. Good setup. Bryant Cook. Lakers take the lead. Boy, the high-low. Lamar got it and attracted some attention.
If they really look to Lamar because he's being defended by Manu Ginóbili, and Ginóbili obviously not big enough to handle him on the box, they're going to have to double him. You know Popovich does not like to double that much.
No, and if they continue to exploit that, we'll see an early timeout as well. Ginóbili off the mark, and Bryant Cook comes up with a rebound. That's where they killed the Lakers from the outside. And Stu, you talked about it. Chris Mim running the floor. Smush almost threaded the needle.
But see how the bounce pass came up so high?
Right.
If it would have been a little lower, maybe Chris would have been the only one to be able to reach that.
Parker wanted to get inside. That was blocked. Pick and roll game. The time of the shot clock for Tim Duncan. Man with the left hand. A little strong. It's saved, though, by Mohammed. So Nazr Mohammed, a guy who's supplanted Rasho Nesterovic in the starting lineup. Good job early on the offensive glass. 8th year out of Kentucky. Defending Tony Parker well. But they found Tim Duncan, who blew it again, and it's going to be a loose ball foul the other way on Mohammed.
Well, he's been crashing the glass to start the game, and he figured if they're not going to call it, I'm going to continue. They decided, look, you went over the back that time, so he picks up his first foul.
So Tim Duncan has started the game 0 for 3. This is the 4th game in 5 nights for Popovich and the Spurs. A second of a back-to-back. Kobe. And it's going to be Smush. He's got size, and he forces his way over Tony Parker. Smart play. He's 6'4". Parker, a little over 6 feet at the most.
And again, the Lakers doing a good job of the first 2 possessions. They go down and post up advantages where they've got Smush and Lamar.
Pick and roll game. Mohammed gets it back with rotation. It goes over to Tim Duncan, and nobody, as Bryant Cook did a good job to get over Mohammed, nobody helped him out.
Defensively, it's always help to helper, and the Lakers doing a pretty good job on that first pass, but the Spurs did a better job of moving it on the second.
So the Lakers buy a couple. Took the Spurs almost 2.5 minutes to get a basket. So solid D. Lamar for 3 in rhythm. And the Lakers go up early by 5. Lamar coming off a phenomenal game in New Orleans. And they say they want to shoot a minimum now about 15, 16 times a game.
Well, that's going to be hard for him. He just has that unselfish attitude. He just is the type of player that coaches say you have to shoot more, as Tim Duncan. Rarely you see bad footwork from Tim commits the turnover, but Lamar is one of those players where the coaches have to really encourage to shoot, as opposed to most players. Coaches are saying, would you stop shooting so much?
Yeah, let's see if they get Lamar, though, with Ginóbili on him. Maybe Kobe can handle a little bit more and get Lamar early down in the box. Smush Parker Can he get around Duncan? Chris Mim back to Smush. Shot clock coming down. And Chris Mim with the offensive glass. Back up, and he got the roll. 9-2 Lakers, doing a lot of things well, and 4 of 5 from the field.
Surprised Popovich hasn't called a timeout. 8:35 to go, and the Lakers have jumped up to a 7-point advantage. A little quicker than the Spurs right now, and as I say that, Popovich takes his timeout. Lakers with a very nice start of this game. Real good aggression on both ends of the floor, especially the offensive end, where offensive rebounds have also come into play. And Chris Mim, one of those that gathers one and throws it back up and in.
You like that?
Well, the best part about this lead is the fact that they're doing it without Kobe having scored a point. You know, and the last time these two teams met, Kobe had 43. His previous 7 games against the Spurs only averaged about 22.
Bruce Bowen can get the best of him. Parker on the run. Nazir Muhammad for Tim Duncan. Man. Good ball movement by San Antonio, but it all starts with a dribble penetration.
Well, once they got the ball inside, and again, Nazi showing some good interior passing.
So the Lakers by 5. 4 minutes to play in the first 12. Lamar on the cut. Chris Mim. Little hook, and it wouldn't stay home. Everything but the basket.
Yeah, he got tapped on that one. Lakers doing a good job, though, of executing their offense.
Muhammad with a seal, wanted it inside.
You shoot 4 out of 6 against the Spurs, because the Spurs are historically a very good defensive team.
Kobe created that, and Smush can't collect it. It's out of bounds. No, it'll stay in play on the baseline, picked up by Bruce Bowen. So Kobe knocked it away from Bowen, who was upset. Knows of his own medicine. Bruce Bowen, 5 straight years. All defense. Parker getting inside. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he was clipped on the hip.
That shot he was so far under the basket when he finally flipped the shot up, it almost went up through the rim, which obviously would not have counted, as they called a blocking foul on Bryant Cook. So Tony Parker will go to the charity stripe and shoot 2.
Well, out of all the players for the San Antonio Spurs, this guy has made the most significant improvement. And you got to go back to the 87-88 season when John Stockton shot 57% from the field, but a guard has been that high percentage-wise over the last 20 years.
And obviously, there's a reason for Tony Parker being that high. He leads the league in points in the paint, so he's getting very high percentage shots. But give him credit. You know, you have to be a very talented player off the dribble to be able to go in there with the land of the Giants and get that kind of efficiency done.
Now, 4th straight on the timeout for the Spurs. Lead of 7, down to 3. Chris Mim, good position, left hand, stays home that time. What did he back down Nazir Muhammad?
Well, he did a very good job of using his offhand. I mean, good footwork by Chris, and resulted in an easy deuce.
4 early points with a board and an assist for Chris Mim. Was matched up this time as Parker got inside, doesn't get the roll. Bryant Cook takes it away.
Nice handoff by Tim Duncan there.
Seeing that last couple of Smush got inside and finished off the glass.
Well, they're doing a good job of exploiting Tony Parker on the defensive end. They're posting him up quite a bit. Now Smush gets another easy.
Rasha Nesterovic is going to be checking in early for San Antonio. See Muhammad blocked but fouled as Chris Mim tried to recover on the play. So a couple of free throws coming up for Muhammad.
Well, you know, and Chris's defense there, you know, he's trying to step out and help Tony Parker and then get back to his own man. He prevents the easy dunk, picks up his first foul, and Nazir Muhammad will go to the line and shoot 2.
If you're going to commit that foul, we always talk about make sure the guy doesn't get the basket. He made sure that wasn't going in.
And it's a lot harder to do these days, seemingly, because a lot of the officials are looking at plays and calling flagrant. So you have to really know how to get that done without picking up the flagrant foul.
Good free throw shooter. Nazir Muhammad hits the first of 2, 78% at the stripe. And Michael Finley, who did everything so well, especially from beyond the arc in the Monday night win over the Lakers at Staples Center. He gets in for the first time.
And just like Ginóbili, though, he's going to be assigned to Lamar Odom. And he's not as tall as Ginóbili, I don't believe. So I think Lamar should continue to look to take advantage of that matchup.
Second free throw coming up for Muhammad. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. Man, he collects both. Guy that grew up in Chicago, 28-year-old in his 8th season from Kentucky. Lakers still by 5, 13-8. Phenomenal beginning for the Lakers. 6 of 9 for the field. High percentage looks. Parker up against Parker. Kobe is yet to take a shot, working against Bruce Bowen. Jeff Lamar if he needs him. Instead, the fall away and a great look. Just didn't get it to go home.
Yeah, he backed Bruce Bowen just about all the way under the basket, and then with the fall away off the back of the iron.
Most of the time, Kobe 6'8" feet on that shot. It'll go. Parker setting up a long two for Tim Duncan. Now Kobe had the position inside.
And that's where you want Duncan shooting from.
Kobe leaves it off. Bryant Cook unattended, and he burns him. Nobody got out on Bryant Cook. 15-8. That's his game.
Popovich trying to find some combinations here. He's going to the bench. Robert Horry will be checking in the next dead ball. So Lakers jumping out. Let's see if they can continue with this kind of advantage.
7 of 11 from the field. Almost sounds like the Spurs in the third quarter against the Lakers. Monday night. Muhammad was wrapped. Good D. Bryant Cook didn't get faked out and stayed down. Held his position.
Yeah, and then Muhammad thought he was going to get challenged on the shot after the head fake. Shot a brick.
Chris Mimm off the glass. Goes off and take it away. Bryant Cook almost had the rebound. Parker took it away. Parker gets the roll. That's tough when you think you pushed it down enough that he doesn't have enough strength to get it up, and he still does, as the Lakers will take a timeout.
Excellent job again by Tony Parker, because the Lakers did a good job in transition. You know, Smush swiping at the ball, thought he got enough of it, but Tony Parker with the little scoop gets the basket. 4:46 to go in the first quarter, and I like the way the Lakers have come out with their defense and their aggression. In transition, though, it's been Tony Parker.
Well, since the Spurs, Tony Parker has come into the NBA. He's done an awful lot of winning. In fact, in statistics kept since 1970, only Magic Johnson and Larry Bird have a higher winning percentage as far as games that they have played in. And you look down the number 5 spot, Tim Duncan. Well, Parker and Duncan playing together has got a whole lot to do with that high winning percentage. Let's head back to first quarter action at the AT&T Center in San Antonio.
Phenomenal job early in this game. Lead by only 5, though. Robert Horry. Boy, great memories for Laker fans in those 3 rings. And the big shot, Rob. He lived up to that building.
This is the time of the year where Rob really starts to turn it on. He's the guy that knows when the big games are. He's a guy that likes to take big shots as well. Lakers shooting 58% from the field. Spurs only 30. So Lakers have to try to keep this 7-point advantage.
Out of the timeout. How good is that play? Kobe, backdoor lob. Lamar, sweet touch off the glass. Lakers by 7.
I haven't seen the Spurs this lethargic starting game defensively in quite some time.
Parker got inside again, didn't get the finish, and Robert Horry knocked it out of bounds, trying to get it away from Lamar Odom and Chris Mimm downstairs. So the Lakers get it back, and boy, execution.
A nice pass by Kobe. Robert Horry read it, but just couldn't get there in time, and Lamar just laid it in.
Now, mismatch. He should be able to get away from Bowen, and it is going to be a reach. Smush.
Got tripped by Bowen.
Right. Well, Horry puts his hand up real quickly, but they'll give it to Bruce Bowen.
You know, if Smush, we've talked about it many times, if Smush is able to maintain his footing and keep the dribble, they don't call that foul. But as soon as he hits the ground, you have to call that. You really do.
Well, he's not getting free throws out of it. The Lakers have yet to go to the stripe. 4:19 to play, and a real positive start for the Lakers. The toughest building in the NBA to play in this year. Chris Mimm up against Nesterovic. Over Nesterovic. Way too strong.
Well, they tried the high-low to Kobe that time, and they doubled him on the box.
You better cover Horry on the perimeter. Don't give him too much space. Parker kicking it for Bowen. That's his spot. And he burns it. He's a corner guy. Favorite place on the floor. So one of the league leaders again in three-point field goal percentage. Kobe sets up Lamar. It's on the shot clock. It'll be Chris Mimm with the left hand. And a little bit short.
I like the shot, though.
Right, good look. Sweeping running hook. Nestorovich up against the smaller man with his baby across the rim to Kobe. Well, they thought they had a mismatch there, but Nestorovich didn't finish. Was he going up against Bryant Cook? Kobe grabbed on his way up, smart, and they're going to say no. It'll come in on the side. He won't get free throws.
Well, it's funny how this play unfolds, though. Kobe hears the whistle, but then he turns and shoots the ball. But they're ruling when the whistle sounded, he wasn't in the act. The whistle, Kobe says, okay, I'll just throw it up toward the rim. They didn't buy it.
Never put the ball back down, though. Now Kobe off the pick, breaks the double, contact, and the strength to get it home. Nestorovich got him after he got away from Ginóbili on the outside. And he goes to the line for the Lakers' first free throw of the contest.
Kobe doing the job of splitting the double up there, the high screen and roll. He goes right between the two, and Nestorovich with the contact. Look at that concentration. That's a scorer for you.
I see a Bynum sighting coming.
I see a Bynum sighting. I also see a Kobe sighting. You see that quite a bit, though. It's Kobe with the... When he made that shot, he actually had his back turned. When the ball went through the basket, he got knocked off balance that much. Andrew Bynum.
Yes, a sighting. Good to see Andrew out there. Kobe, beautiful form. Lakers by 7, 20-13. A little more than 3 minutes left in the first 12. Got to believe that Kwame on his birthday is going to be safe for Tim Duncan as Robert Horry puts it off his foot. Ginóbili tries to save it, and what a play by Finley. He knew he was heading into the backcourt. Udrih off the bench. He's done a good job for him in the absence of Nick Van Exel. Van Exel held out with a sore left elbow. Udrih in his second season.
Yeah, he saw his time really diminish when they picked up Nick Van Exel.
Bryant Cook spotting up. Kobe found him. Can't get it done, though. And the loose ball picked up by Udrih. He's got a 2-on-1 with Ginóbili. Kobe stays there, and he blocks it out of bounds. What a smart play by Kobe.
And what a not so smart play by Udrih.
He really took him to score.
Kobe stayed right in the middle, trying to bait him into taking the shot, and he tries to make the pass. I mean, that's where he's got to try to attack Kobe, try to pick up a foul.
Jim Jackson coming into the game. It stays out underneath, though. Horry gives him another opportunity. Finley too good a look. Nobody there for the Lakers, and that's where they killed him last game. So only a 2-point lead for the Lakers, despite the fact they're out shooting them 53% to 37%.
Again, though, a couple of three-point baskets. The Lakers have one of their own. Lamar.
So we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first. Kobe behind Bynum's wall. It stays out. Horry's got it. So the Spurs look for their first lead of the contest. Lakers have been up by 7 on a couple of occasions. Michael Finley off the Horry pick. It's going to be Udrih for 3. Go figure. He's got 5 off the bench. Spurs by 1, 21-20.
And the bench has picked up their energy level a little bit here. You can see how defensively they're reacting a little bit quicker.
So 8 straight for the Spurs. Andrew Bynum got to hang on to it, and he's fouled on his way up, but he's got an easy dunk.
Pass by Kobe. Right. That pass traveled to probably 20 feet. Nice bounce pass in the half-court set after the high screen and roll. And Andrew just took his eyes off it before he jumped. He was getting ready to jump and throw it down. What a play. Nice roll by Andrew. Beautiful pass. The weakest part of a switching defense is right in the middle.
So Andrew misses the first. Not many opportunities in limited minutes, but when he's been there, only 30%. He's got to do a better job. It's offseason, an area he'll work on at the free throw line. Just a little strong.
Yeah, the adrenaline's really flowing.
So the Spurs with a 21-20 lead. Even though the Lakers have done everything well. Playing a clean brand of basketball tonight in San Antonio. Only 2 turnovers so far. Udrih going to be raised short. Lamar recognized that. Kobe coming up against Ginóbili. Leaves it off for Bynum. Man, it is blocked away.
Showed it too soon and didn't really, with a real explosive move. You have to explode when you're going to show it that early.
Still a 1-point lead for the Lakers. Udrih and Horry with the winning three. As the run continues.
And the run pretty much has been developed by the bench.
That's 11 unanswered for San Antonio after his 2013. Kobe across the rim. Bynum's got it. So the Lakers can play for the final shot. Trailing by 4. Early momentum, and don't forget, this all came for San Antonio with Duncan and Bowen on the bench. Their reserves picked it up. Kobe with 7 seconds left. Working on Manu Ginóbili. And blocked away by Mr. 1.8 to play. The secondary defender got the best of him that time.
Well, still 1.8. You know the ball is going to try to be inbounded to Kobe for the jumper. Nice play.
Yeah, great look inside. Bynum ends a dry spell of better than 3 minutes for the Lakers. Udrih at the buzzer. And the Lakers go to the break, trailing by 2 on the gift, and a real good recognition play off the inbound series.
Well, it's nice to have a guy that reads that and passing the ball in from out of bounds. We've played 12 minutes, and the Lakers, they're right there, only down by 2. Continue like that, it's going to really make it hard when you have to stretch your defense that much. Then all of a sudden the inside is very, very open.
Yeah, 12 of 23 on Monday night as they got it going into the third quarter. Outscored the Lakers 36-19. And on his birthday, Kwame Brown into the game for the first time. As Kwame, John Ireland mentioned, turns 24 today. But back to the threes, and that's why the Lakers have to be wary of that. Spurs were hot from three-point range last night in their win, scoring 117 at Phoenix. And 10 of their three-pointers came in the second half against the Lakers. That tied a franchise record. Kobe, quick release, long 2, and he's now 1 for 6. Well, he started 5 for 21 at New Orleans, and then really put on a show. Udrih got away from Sasha and blew the layup of the matchup of the two Slovenians.
Defensively, always see the ball. Sasha had his head turned, never did see that pass.
The Cardinals sit. They'll run off Kwame. Trying to set a pick, and he will for Kobe. Good idea. Kobe had it knocked away on a reach on his way up. And it'll be Robert Horry, who was on the free throw line, who came over. Almost got away with it.
Yeah, Kobe coming off the screen, and Robert reached in with that right hand and slapped Kobe right on the arm. The ball just popped straight out of his hands. That's the first indication that something happened.
So Kobe with 3 points, 1 of 6 from the field. We talked about what he did in the fourth quarter with 18 of his 40. Coming at New Orleans in the final 12 minutes of regulation. Phil Jackson said that he'd like him now to get down to, if he could, and it's tough tonight, especially on the road, Stu, 36 in a game, 36 minutes, because Kobe's now 6th in the league with 41 minutes a game, and he played 44 at New Orleans.
And it's a misleading 41 because he exerts so much energy out there when he's playing. Yeah, I'd like to see him get down to that just 36, 38 himself.
It was fortunate the Lakers did have a day off as Udrih sent it over to Ginóbili, and I bring that up because Lamar played 45. Finley again, too good a look. And the Lakers rotated, then they sat while the Spurs had the proper spacing.
Well, I give Manu some credit on that one. With the dribble penetration, the Lakers took away the pass that he was going to make, but he recognized that and found Finley.
Kobe on a tough ball away. It was challenged. Man, it was so quick the way he caught it, shot it. It's a 3-point lead still for San Antonio, 27-24. Ginóbili. And are they going to give him 2 or 3?
2.
Okay, 2 free throws coming up with the foul on Lamar. So smart play by Ginóbili when he got Lamar out of position.
You know, from a defensive standpoint, the rules are you're entitled to jump straight up and come straight back down. Does the offensive player impede into your territory? If he does, then it's an offensive foul. If not, it's a defensive foul. Ginóbili going to the line. He's their guy. I mean, he's the guy that is, as Popovich talks about it, their X factor. He has to play well for them to do well.
Last 3 games, he's picked it up. 18 per contest. You saw his numbers on the season. 70% shooting as he gets 1 of 2. But he's truly their energizer.
Yeah, he's something special.
4-point lead for the Spurs.
I'd like to see Lamar get back on the box again. You know, take advantage of Finley.
Kobe with the left hand and got it up with the right after he looked with the left and then brought it back. That was not easy. Lakers back within 2. And Kobe gets his second.
He does things that it just makes it look easy, but they are very difficult.
Ginóbili trying to get around Lamar. Caught in the air.
Hook.
You got it. Nesterovic and Sasha stayed there. That was an easy hook.
Nesterovic wrapped his whole arm around Kwame. That should have been an offensive foul.
Now the pick. Like to see Lamar low. Instead, Luke Walton step back off the glass. Shades of his old man.
That was a nice read by Luke as well, because the nice little jab fake in and got Robert backing up enough to free him for the shot.
We've seen Luke. He had 2 fallaways at New Orleans. Step back to Robert Horry and Kwame. Solid box out. Lamar's going to watch it. And he protected it. Horry came up trying to sneak in for the steal. Kwame wanted it. He'll get it. Leads it off.
Shot clock.
With it coming down, it went to number 8.
It's a good place for it to go.
Kobe underneath. Unbelievable reverse that time. My back hurts watching. That was wild.
So does Nesterovic. Nesterovic said, Coach, he should not be allowed to do that.
It's not fair. We talk about corkscrew jumpers. Lakers by 2.
This is one of those times where Nesterovic is so happy for a timeout so he can go over and have the trainer give him a back adjustment as Kobe going baseline, making shots that seemingly are so difficult.
Currently on a 6-0 run and back out on top by 2, 30-28, 8:50 to play. Luke Walton coming off the bench helping out, but Tim Duncan is back in now for the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kobe goes out for his first rest at the 8:50 mark with the Lakers up by 2.
The Spurs got great help from their bench. In fact, the reserves have matched the scoring of the starters for San Antonio. In their 28, 14 for the starters, 14 for the bench. And there's an air ball by Udrih.
He had too much time.
He looked down at his feet, set. You're right. 8:35. And Brent Barry holding Sasha as he was trying to get it up at the top from Luke Walton.
And that only happened because Sasha did a good job of making a crisp cut. And if he just waltzes through there, Brent Barry doesn't have to grab a hold of him. Because he went with some speed, Brent Barry reached out and grabbed a hold of him and picked up the foul.
Now, Udrih wanted to leave. Tony Parker grabbed him by the jersey, said, no, Bowen. So for matchup purposes, Bowen comes over. He wants to save Bowen when Kobe's out there. Sasha, quick release 3 off the front of the rim and right across. Long rebound to Luke. Second chance opportunity.
Lakers had a real wall set up on that rebound. They had Lamar, Kwame, and Luke there.
Lamar wants it against Brent Barry. Bounce entry, a good one. Sasha this time, yes, with confidence. Lakers by 5.
Well, the double team came to Lamar in a hurry, and he got rid of it. Sasha knocks it down.
That's big after you just missed your first. Now isolation. Kwame bodying up, and it's taken away by Smush. Rennie coming up to Luke Walton. Luke against Barry, and it's knocked away. Luke stays with it, gets the layup. No. Oh, that's heartbreak. He rushed it.
That's a good try, though. It's good defensive play, and Luke just had it knocked out of his hands.
It's a small lineup. That's why they keep Udrih out there. Barry. That's going out the right. That was a good close by Luke. He really got out there.
And you can distract a shooter by running at him like that. And Brent noticed that Luke was running at him and shot a curveball.
So the Lakers by 5 with the basketball. Bench doing a good job so far. And the entry. Lamar trying to tie him up, and he will. Smooth maneuver while Barry's down to tie him up. The opportunity to get it back.
Now, the angle for the pass to Lamar obviously wasn't the best, but you know, the defenders on Lamar's right shoulder, inside shoulder, you want to make sure that you kind of swing the ball and throw it to the outside. Good effort, though, gets the jump ball. And Lamar should probably control the tip.
And it will be controlled by the Lakers, but with a high toss, and we saw it on the opening tip.
That was too high.
Yeah, never guaranteed. Lamar posting up Barry. Luke Walton in the corner. And across it goes. Kwame gives him a third try at the offensive end.
He used his lower body to get Tim Duncan under the basket.
Smush weaves, gets to the rack. Beat him inside. And it's a 35-28 lead. Lakers on a real run after trailing 28-24. They've scored 11 straight.
That's the things that of late that I've liked about the Lakers. They've gone down, and they have focused in even more and made a good win back at the other team.
Not easy, and Brent Barry used his offhand. Working against Luke Walton. 35-30. And Luke was right on his hip. It was a difficult one. Again, trying to get Lamar. Curl for Smush. Smush quick to the hole again.
What's the points in the paint? Lakers doing a good job of running their offense and then converting.
Now 24 in the paint. You asked for it, Stu. 24, they're 37.
Yeah, that will get it done.
We're halfway through the second. Tim Duncan almost smacked away by Smush. Brent Barry with a step. Man, they'll set it up for Udrih. It'll be a reach. Let's see if they're bringing him to the side. It didn't look like he was in the act of shooting.
Noticed on that possession, though, the Lakers kept making them make an extra pass.
Right.
Good recovery, good rotations. Every time you make them make another pass, the chance of turnover increases. 5:57 to go in the half, and the Lakers looking good.
To a Lakers game, big screen TV, or you could win trip to Lakers training camp next year. So how many is he going to get? Over 35, under 35 right now at Kobe at 9 and counting.
And coming back into the ball game.
Good to see Dr. Buss and Jimmy Buss, Lakers assistant general manager here. Seems like they do make it to San Antonio a lot. And these are the two teams that have owned 6 of the last 7 NBA championships. So a great start for the Lakers tonight. If you like what they're seeing with the Lakers by a 7-5. A lifetime left of this one. Tim Duncan. Kwame on the flyback. But Duncan can't burn him. That was real flat.
Yeah, but again, I said it. I want him shooting that shot 18 feet in the hoop.
Good move by Luke.
Oh!
How tough was that? Up against the defense of Nazi after he beat it on the baseline past Duncan.
Hey, that was Kobe-esque.
Wow.
Did you see Luke turn his back
on his own,
spin the ball off the glass? That was sensational by Luke.
That was a spectacular play by Luke. Luke puts the Lakers up by 9, and Kobe knocked it away. It'll go out of bounds. Belonged to the Lakers. Last touch by Duncan.
I want to see Luke's play again. Please, can I see Luke Walton do it?
At least once, if not twice.
Look at this. Up pass. Turn your back. Spin it off the glass. Oh, wow. That is pretty. That is pretty.
What a great body control while he was in the air.
But you can do that when you jump off 2 feet. You have so much more control of your body. Contact doesn't knock you off balance nearly as much.
Now, Kobe wanted it against Bruce Bowen. He'll get it, but it's real late in the shot clock. He knows it. Over Bowen. Got it. Contested it all. How about the run by the Lakers, leading by 11?
I tell you, this Laker team right now is playing as good a basketball as they can play. They're really looking good.
17-2 is the current streak for the Lakers. That's more than just a run. It's a revolution in this building. Lamar timed it, put it on Parker. They're going to say he's out of bounds on the baseline.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there are only 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lakers have to recognize that, as obviously the Spurs know that. Their coach up shouting 4 seconds. Great play by Lamar.
Help defense. You know Parker is tough enough. Now, shot clock down, Duncan up, and he got the scoop.
You know, with 4 seconds, that's too easy, though.
Make it work. Smush finds Kobe inside. He was surrounded by 3, though. What a spin on Bowen. Easy one for Kobe up against Nazir Muhammad.
He turned Bowen around that time. Bowen going to his left. Kobe comes back to the right.
Get that license? Duncan setting up Parker. The teardrop's a real short one. You can see it. Lamar batted it. Kwame's got it. Lakers continue to look strong in the second. Smush Parker waiting for his teammates. Lamar with Kwame. And last touch, they're going to say it's off the Lakers. So one of the few turnovers for the Lakers so far tonight. That is only their 4th. That's how well they have played.
And some of that is because the Lakers, they had the right idea, but there was too much congestion there. You got to make sure your spacing is better.
Kwame up against Duncan. Nazir Muhammad stayed underneath, and they got the long one outside from Brent Barry. So 3.5 to play. How do they close the first half? Smush got a little wall, got contact, almost got the opportunity for the three-point play. Thanks to that seal by Kobe to give him the baseline.
Well, they're so worried about Kobe that they just play him so closely, and sometimes even that second defender, it goes over there as well.
Let's head over and check in. John Ireland.
Thank you, Joel. I was talking to Smush Parker before the game, and I asked him, how do you guard Tony Parker, which is his job tonight? And Smush said, you shouldn't use the word guard and Tony Parker in the same sentence. You can't guard him. You can only send him to other teammates. And so far tonight, he's done a great job of that. Lamar Odom had a block down the other end last time out. And Smush, going head-to-head with Tony, who is, of course, an all-star this year, has outscored him at this point 9-4. So he's looking good so far. Joel?
Yeah, he's looking good, and so are his teammates. Doing an excellent job. They lead by 9 with one more free throw to come.
And we also talked about this over the last couple of days here in San Antonio with time off. You and I mentioned they could fall out of the top 8. That's the one team you look at. They could slide more than anyone else.
Lakers just have to continue to take care of their own business as Smush looks to get his 10th point of the first half and does, and puts the Lakers up by that amount.
So the Lakers with a double-digit advantage. Kobe has picked it up. He's got 10, in fact, of his 13 here in the second. Ginóbili choked off. Long three. Man, two Lakers looked at each other like, you want it? Kobe and Luke like, am I going to get it or do you want it? Kwame in transition. Lakers by a dozen. Their biggest lead of the game.
Kwame outran all of the bigs down the floor. That's a great job of changing ends by Kwame Brown.
So final 3 minutes, pick and roll game. Bowen would rather spot up. That's his game. Inside against Luke Walton. And he won't get the roll. Lamar's got the board. First idea, Luke looked down and saw Kobe on the sideline, but he's up against Ginóbili. Now over Ginóbili. Tough deep. He's got it.
He's tough deep.
50-35.
Haven't you seen him play enough to know that's not tough and deep for him?
Play elevates. Lakers by 15. 50-35. What a quarter for the Lakers. Ginóbili with Parker on the baseline. Gets inside. Couldn't get it up and throws it away. Good trap inside for the Lakers.
What's better is they're shutting off Parker when he goes baseline, trying to get those points in the paint, forcing him to throw passes like that.
Kobe Popovich on that side again. Because he's got Ginóbili on his back. He'd like to post him up in that little elbow position. And Ginóbili knocks it out of bounds. 5 left. Took too long to get there. Smush looked at Kwame, and Kwame didn't have a bad post and good position on the block, too. That wasn't bad for him.
The Lakers doing a good job of reading, though. Very good job of reading as Tim Duncan goes out with 1:42 to play in the half. And it's obvious that Tim's foot isn't 100%. And running against these Lakers tonight, they're really making him look.
Kobe, 30-footer. Long, right on line off the back of the rim. It wasn't going to be short, was it? 90 seconds to play.
Give yourself a chance to make it.
Never up, never in. Kobe knows about that. Ginóbili and ball blocked by Kwame. And they're going to give Kwame the foul, even though Ginóbili used his off arm early. Tough break, and Ginóbili will shoot 2.
Kwame does a good job of not complaining too much on that play, but that was nice defense by Kwame Brown. Is Ginóbili one of the very best at getting into the paint. Tried that spin move off the dribble. Kwame gets called for a blocking foul, but blocked the shot as well.
You're right, though. Maintaining his composure as Ginóbili gets the first of 2. Spurs are now 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Lakers 5 of 7.
1:24 to go. Lakers, I mean, Ted, this has been a first half that they would like to keep. You know, bottle it up, energy-wise, execution-wise. Everything has been in the Lakers' favor.
So the Lakers by 13. Good job off the bench by Luke Walton in particular.
Yeah.
4 points and 5 boards. Now Lamar beating Finley. Thought he was going to take it hard to the hole because he had Finley on his hip. 1:10 left in the half. Deep into the clock again.
Got to look to shoot, Smush.
It'll be Kobe instead. He got the pick. And Kwame after it. What? Great hands by Kwame to hold on to that one. That wasn't easy either. Inside, he's fouled on his way back up. Deserves to.
I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, just the confidence with which both he and the rest of the bench have come into this game with. I mean, running the floor, executing their passes, their offense, playing good team defense. And now Kwame, his first trip to the charity stripe.
So the Lakers by 13. Halftime. Allen Massafield, James Worthy, the Jack of the Box halftime reports. Going James and Allen. 54 points, free to play in the half. As Kwame comes up short of the first of two. Even in the loss Monday night, we talked about it. We like the way Kwame bodied up against Tim Duncan at the defensive end.
I mean, he D's up. I mean, you know, his better games this year primarily have been on the defensive end.
Good stroke. Form is fine. 1 of 2. Lakers by 14. Final minute of a seriously strong beginning for the Lakers. Shooting 51%, keeping the Spurs at 36%. Block. Kwame got a piece of that. Luke coming up with Kobe. Got Lamar on the trail. Now Lamar against the smaller man, and he walked with the basketball. Changes the foot. That's tough.
Well, that's you know, it's not only is that tough, it's tough to handle the ball and not get called for a travel when you get it. The pass when there's two defenders already sitting in the paint area. He gives it. Bowen is there. Robert Horry comes over as the second one. And they call Lamar for moving the pivot. But right idea. I like the way the Lakers are looking to attack.
Now Ginóbili inside, back outside. Bowen, and he had to put it up. Kwame made him miss it. Lakers get the final shot. What a job by Kwame off the bench in the second.
I agree 100%. Kwame has really brought a big boost to this team. Luke Walton, everybody that's been on the floor for the Lakers has played exceptionally well.
Kwame with 5 boards after changing that shot. Now the high screen for Kobe. Kobe over Robert at the buzzer. Too strong, and that'll do it for almost. When you're playing in San Antonio where they're won 94% of their last 83 home games, almost a perfect start.
I tell you, they're going to go to the locker room. They're going to feel real good about themselves, and hopefully they'll come out in the second half with that same effort.
Halftime score sounds good, doesn't it? Now, bottle it for the third. Lakers 51, Spurs 37. Let's join Allen Massafield, James Worthy, Jack of the Box. Halftime report. And I bring it up, Stu, because the Spurs starters, are just 5 of 20 from the field. They never are going to finish that low, so they're going to get some back. Now, let's see how they do against the Lakers in the third.
I mean, I just think that the Lakers have done the job on them this in the first half. Look at their 2 stars, Parker and Duncan. You know, average 20 points each of them basically on the year, and I mean, just held in check in that first half. I mean, the Lakers they really got to be proud of the way they represented themselves the first 24 minutes.
So 36-19 was the third quarter on Monday. Hate to bring it up, but the Lakers have had their problems in the third.
And I don't look for that to happen tonight. I mean, I think this Laker team is a little bit more focused.
Out of the timeout, I guess they were. Out of the break, execution again, what we talked about. And an easy one.
Yeah, Smush taking advantage of a smaller player in Tony Parker and Kobe with the perfect pass.
So the Lakers with their biggest lead of the game now. 15 in the first half, 16 to start the second half. Tim Duncan, man, the foul on Bryant Cook.
Boy, Kobe was coming from behind. Tim Duncan never did see Kobe, but they'd already blown the whistle. Kobe's block goes for nothing.
So Tim Duncan doing a better job. Now watch the left arm. Is he wrapped? Hooked?
Well, he knew that coming out of the locker room that Popovich was going to say, look, we've got to get Tim involved, and he's best on the box. So they're going to really look to go to him a lot on the box. Early substitution.
Yeah, you think he's happy with Nazi?
Didn't help out Tony Parker on that first play down the floor.
So Rasho's in.
And as always, the best way to get a player's attention is to have him sit over there on the bench. They'll start to think about what they're doing wrong if they're over there quite a bit.
1 of 2 at the stripe for Tim Duncan, who's at 64% of the season. And the free throw line, pick and roll, Chris Mim. Everything for the finish. Nesterovic obstructed it on the way, but Chris got by him.
What a pass by Smush.
Right. Difficult, tight quarters. Lakers still by 15.
See where they're trying to go.
And Nesterovic off the mark. The Lakers will settle for that 18-footer from Nesterovic, won't they?
Yeah, I'd say they would.
Kobe working against Bruce Bowen as Nesterovic recovers. Now the mismatch. Lamar against the smaller man. Repost. But Ginóbili pushed farther away. Deep three, Bryant Cook. And right on line, but too strong. That could have been some serious damage to go by 18. Ginóbili instead. Just about 90 seconds in. Duncan lost it on his way up. Nobody touched him. Coming away with it for the Lakers. Working against Bowen with a spin. Man, Nesterovic got a piece of it and took it away. So Kobe wanted to go back to Chris Mihm. And in traffic, Ginóbili setting up Tony Parker. So too clean a look at that close range. 15, 16 feet away. 53-40. As Parker is now 2 of 7 with 6 points.
You want to keep them from making easy opportunities like that. No defense around it.
Kobe coming up short. Nesterovic had the position on Mihm. So the Lakers got it up to 16. It's now at 13. Weaving is Ginóbili. Cook was there, and it's going to be a charge.
Oh, Cook is hurt.
And Bryant did hit hard and grabbing his right shin.
I think someone stepped on him as he was down. I mean, he does a remarkable job of sacrificing his body. He steps in, and as he goes down, Ginóbili fell right on that right knee area. And I think that's where the discomfort occurred.
Well, good news. Difficult to see from there, but Spurs thought his heels were inside the restraining arc.
The officials have too much to worry about. Watching that restricted area.
Lamar has a block by Ginóbili. Lamar strong. Once he went down, take it right to the hole. 15-point lead for the Lakers as Lamar. And there's a tactical on Gregg Popovich. Is he going to stick around?
I think that one was, he wanted that one.
Yeah.
He's trying to fire his team up. He sees them a little flat here. He sees the Lakers really out quicking them, doing everything, and he's trying to get their attention. He gets one more, and he's headed for the locker room.
Only the 3rd field goal attempt for Lamar.
Well, they ruled that it was a flop, and he had great position. Did he have to fall down and throw his body back as much? Sometimes that works against you, even though you think it doesn't. Sometimes it does.
Kobe perfect at the stripe, and there's that reputation that builds off of that.
It's a hard call for the officials, I mean, you looked at the replay of that one, it very easily could have been an offensive foul. Very easy. But they ruled it a block. You got to let it go and play. That's what the Lakers are doing. They're playing.
Playing by 16 right now. 56-40. Trying to get Duncan.
Oh, yeah. That was the words coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, a bad break for the Lakers on the pass. They're going to call Bryant Cook inside on a 3-second defensive tee. So a free throw. Otherwise, dunk the other way.
Yeah, they got him for the hold. They got him for holding on, so they'll just get the 14 on the shot clock in possession of the ball. Smush he was ready to go on that play.
Actually, Jimmy Clark put up the defensive three and then called the foul. So it'll be, as you mentioned, another possession instead of the easy free throw and then the ball going off the dribble. He'd rather catch and shoot. Work that time, though. 56-42. 3 minutes gone by in the 3rd. Off the bench, Kobe's got Parker on. Should go back to Kobe. Shares it with Chris Mihm. Still like Kobe. Parker, quick catch and shoot. Bryant Cook again. Lakers back up by 16, 58-42. Boy, Kobe did share it, though.
And I can't say enough about how they're running their offense. I mean, that time they enter the ball to the post. Chris Mihm just reads, finds the open man.
Chris Mihm running Duncan. Duncan still wants it. The clear out of the block. Lamar shading on the double. Ginóbili. Good job, Chris Mihm. Never touched the rim. Man, a reach with 4, make it 3 on the shot clock by Smush.
Manu, his first attempt came up well short, but it was tapped out, and he's always going to be around the ball. Picks it up, and as you mentioned, got fouled with 3 on the shot clock.
Let's hit it.
Go ahead. For an update, let's go over to John Ireland.
You got it.
Thanks, guys. I was talking to Chris Mihm before the game, and this is the closest spot to where he grew up, about an hour and a half away. And normally, he said, busloads of people come, and he has to get a bunch of tickets. Tonight, he said no to almost everybody. He said, this is like a playoff game to us. I don't want the distraction. gives you an idea about how seriously the Lakers are taking this game, and so far it shows. Back to you.
And also some of his family in Southern California, while Chris is here in Texas. His sister going to school there. John's right. Now pick and roll, Chris Mim. Beautiful pass, Lamar. Chris with the light touch. Lakers back up by 16.
Oh, I tell you, boy, Lamar read that, and he delivered the pass at the exact moment that he should. Not too soon, not too late.
Lamar's got 7 of the 12 Laker assists. Bowler, his spot, and Lamar coming down with it at the position on Nesterovic. Important time for the Lakers. Leading by 16. Don't let them back in. 4.5 gone by in the third. Kobe up against Bruce Bowen on an isolation play. Plenty of time with the shot clock. Boy, left in the fall away. Coming up short, and it goes to Ginóbili. Good look for Kobe, though.
Well, I tell you, he has took a couple of moves on Bruce. Bruce has been way all out of the play.
Stays out. Ginóbili had a good look that time. Now Smush. Little one. Man, right across the rim, but I like the baby hook and the initiative. Nobody was there for the Lakers.
Yeah, I thought at first, though, when he probed and didn't have it initially, that he would pull it back out because it was almost like 1-on-3.
Tony Parker off the dribble. So he found his rhythm. That was a deep 2. 60-46 Lakers by 14 as Tony Parker now has 8.
Crowd trying to spur on the Spurs, but the Lakers, they're the ones that have something to say about that.
Kobe and a reach as he headed to the rack. Now free throws are not.
But Tony Parker was trying to strip Kobe of the ball as Kobe was going through the middle and tripped him up. Gets called for the foul, and the Lakers, I think, want a timeout. Yeah, they do. 6:34 to go here in the third. The Lakers have come out of the locker room with that same intensity, that same focus that they had in the first half. Point advantage here, 60-46, and they've been getting it done a lot by running their offense, especially the two-man game. Their last execution was Chris Mim and Lamar, and just perfect execution. Pick and roll, and Lamar is 6'10", throwing it over the top just perfectly. He's got 7 points and 7 assists. Mr. Lamar Odom.
You remember what I said? The staff said they'd love to see him shoot it 15, 16 times at the top of the telecast. Easier said than done when it comes to Lamar. He's so unselfish.
Well, he's only taken 3 shots in the game. He's made them all. He's only taken 3.
29 minutes on the floor.
But they can't say much to him when they're up by 14.
Now, execution out of the timeout. It has been unbelievable tonight. Michael Finley into the game, matching up with Lamar. Smush wants it.
You better shoot.
Got to go up. He will. How about 4 for 4?
That's why they want him shooting 50 times.
62-46. Lakers by 16.
And this is the unit that came in and with Barry and Finley and really gave him a little bit of life in the first half, and the Lakers then fought him off before halftime.
Gave the Spurs at one point a 4-point lead. Chris Mim bodying down Tim Duncan coming up short. Lamar comes away with it. Good D by Chris Mim.
When Tim shot, it was flat.
And over deflection, Barry. With Duncan coming up. Finley stripped. Taken away. Good read by Smush. Lakers have a 3-on-2. Back to Smush. Past Tony Parker on the roll. Timeout Spurs. Lakers go up by 18. Their biggest lead of the game. That's going to run a break.
That is the perfect way to run a break. Smush gives it up and gets it back and gets the layup. Yeah, smile, Smush. You deserve it because you're the one that started with the pick. You go down to Kobe and says, I don't want it because you played the D. You take it. Smush says, no problem. As always, I'll be there, and Queen of Casino Night will be there, and that's Marge Hearn. You got to come see Marge.
Without a doubt.
She's the queen.
Mark it, April 12th. Tony Parker, not beaten that time. He recovered. As Smush cut to the basket. Luke tried to find him. Good idea again.
Well, they've had so much success with that kind of a rub play. Why not continue? Let success be your guide.
5:18 to play in a productive third for the Lakers, outscoring the Spurs so far 13-9. So the Lakers with their biggest lead of the game, with it after the Finley miss. Chris wants to set a pick, and he does. Kobe elevating, won't get close. That's a rarity. Yeah, you could see it out of his hand. It wasn't going to be there.
You know, even on the catch off the pass from Chris Mim, it didn't seem like Kobe had control of the ball.
So 5 minutes to play in the third. Parker. And Brett Berry getting inside. Lost, but it's going to be a foul on the Lakers. So the call against Chris Mim. And a couple of free throws for Tim Duncan. Points in the paint. That's maybe the biggest improvement for the Lakers because of the way Parker penetrated and got inside last game.
And keeping Chris Mim out of foul trouble. He stops Brent Barry, then reaches in. That's only Chris's second foul. So their last line of defense, their bigs have stayed out of foul trouble, and that's made their overall defense that much better with a guy like Tony Parker.
You know, the Lakers right now 38-11 points in the paint.
That's remarkable.
And the San Antonio Spurs third best in the NBA, 43 per game in the paint. Chris Mim gets the miss. So Tim Duncan, 2 of his last 4 at the free throw line, and the Lakers still lead by 17. 64-47. Smush out of control, just a limit.
Yeah, turned the corner and lost his balance and had to just throw it up or else it would have been a traveling violation.
He was praying as he went up into the air. But the way things have gone tonight, it wouldn't shock me had it gone down. Brett Berry weak side with the left hand, and Chris Mim will take it off the rim. So Chris cleaning it up. That's his 6th board of the game. Kobe thought about it on the spin against Duncan. Walton trapped. Not a lot of space for Luke. And a low throw on that pass, but still out of the shot clock. Smush knows it too. Blocked away and picked up by Finley. Finley does not have numbers. Lamar was back. Bowen to his spot. 14-point game. First time they've had a chance to make some noise.
Now the Lakers' last 2 possessions, they've been not as crisp and not as clean, so they got to get back to doing what they've been doing.
Lamar straight to the hole after he beat Finley off the dribble. Nice work, Lamar, against a guy that, well, a little bit smaller, usually can stay in front of you.
Right, but nice change of direction with the crossover there. Went to his right hand, and Finley was leaning to Lamar's left.
So Lamar now with 11, 5, and 7. Parker got trapped. Mim held his ground. Brett Berry with a left hand. The Lakers got a piece of that. I think Lamar and Chris. Now on the break, Kobe. 3-on-4 Lakers. Kobe deep. Bowen won't get the roll. Boy, that's his look.
3 minutes to go here in the third, and the Lakers, they've come out of the locker room like they had to do.
Skip it across to Berry, the quick release. Either Brett Berry, Michael Finley, or Bruce Bowen. They can get it back into the game in a hurry. It's down to 13, 66-53.
Yeah, but the Lakers still in control here.
Lamar again. Thought about it against Finley, but gave it back to Kobe. Kobe held by Bowen. That's only the 2nd team foul on San Antonio. Lakers out of fouls. 2.5 to play. They still have a foul to give. 14 back on the shot clock. And a technical foul coming up.
On Duncan.
Yeah, on the way to the bench. He said something to Landis Poole, rookie official. Working with Scott Wall and Jimmy Clark.
And rookie or veteran, they seem to all know how to make that T sign, don't they?
You know, frustrating night. You're right about that. As Duncan heads over to the bench. He's 3 for 10 for the field. Kobe trying to put the Lakers back up by 14 with the ball to the offensive end right after the free throw. And he gets the roll. So Kobe at the stripe tonight. We talked about the struggle from the outside. Well, he's perfect. 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Kobe's got 18. Spurs an easy winner, 117-93 last night in Phoenix. It's the only area where they're down this year. 7 of the 13 losses. The second night of a back-to-back set. 4 and 7 in those situations. Good look. Luke Walton from Lamar. Got it. Lamar saw him all the way.
Boy, and Luke is what a boost off the bench. Luke Walton, Kwame Brown, they just really aiding this basketball team.
That's 7 for Luke on 3 of 6. And how about 6 boards for Luke? Lakers back up by 17, 70-53. 2 minutes to play in the third. Bowen, he wanted to get inside, deep in the shot clock, good double. Bowen will have to. Lamar defended it well into the air ball. Lamar closed just a little.
Bruce Bowen turned around and saw the long arm of Lamar. Tried to shoot it over the top and did, but came up with air.
How did I get Daddy long legs on me? Chris Mim wanted to go to Kobe. Bowen took away that opportunity. Now 10 on the shot clock. Kobe, long three. Right off the lip of the rim. So he's been online. It's either been long or short like that. Tough night so far.
But their defense has really been the big boost as well. They've really done a job in the half-court offense of the Spurs.
Barry setting up Bowen. Man. Kobe helping up Brent Barry.
He went down in a heat.
Yeah, it was a tough foul. They bringing it in the side, 2 shots. That's the Lakers' 15th foul. A lot of fouls, so it'll be Brent Barry who's automatic going to the free throw line.
He called a flagrant on Kobe on his play, so there's going to be free throws and the ball
on the side. And Kobe's the captain, and he's talking to Jimmy Clark about it now. Well, he's saying that Kobe extended his forearms. So a 16-point game now. Could make it 15. This could be a huge trip for San Antonio. Udrik's back in. Finley sits down. Sasha checking in for the first time in the second half for the Lakers. Kobe gets a break. Minute 15 to play in the third. $15-point game.
Still a minute and 15 to go here, so the Lakers, they still have control. They're up 15. The way they've been rebounding from any kind of adversity in this game.
Ginóbili, fake the three. Deflection. Burial retreat. Still plenty of time of the shot clock, but good recovery defense by the Lakers. Help defense. As Kwame's in for the first time in the second half. Ginóbili inside. With his back to the basket, they'll call the foul on Kwame. So now the opportunity for a 5-point trip.
Yeah, but that's a nice play by Ginóbili again. He turns his back, knowing the contact is going to be there. He knows that. He goes to the rim, says, I see you, Kwame, and then just makes a circus shot. Seen him do that a few times as he gets a 3-point opportunity. Drive and give it to Ginóbili and let him do the rest. What a shot. What a finish. And a little bit of noise from the crowd. As you mentioned, a 5-point trip can cut it to a 12-point game.
Ginóbili, 5 of 6 at the stripe. That's his first basket of the game on his 5th try. And it is a 3-point play, a 5-point sequence because of the flagrant. 70-58. Lakers still by a dozen. Close as the Spurs have been. Here in the third. Here comes in the final minute. Smush up against Udrik. Goes past him. Kwame on the opposite side. Back up with it. High off the window. It scraped its way home.
I tell you, Kwame with a very nice offensive rebound, then double clutched as the defender was there challenging that shot.
5.6 boards. Luke takes it away from Ginóbili. Up to Smush. Only Udrik can stop him, and a smart play by Smush.
See, 1-on-5, really. Good play. Let your teammates come down and give you some help.
Now Smush has the baseline, and he's grabbed on his way up. Free throws for Smush. So Smush with 2 free throws. Lakers back up by 14. Udrik got the call.
You know, Smush went down 1-on-4. He waited and waited. They set it up, and then he sees the opening, and from behind, it's Udrik that got him on the arm. So Smush to go to the line and see if he can get another couple of points.
First is perfect. Yeah, we were talking about Kwame, what he's meant off the bench.
Well, I mean, he's been just remarkable off the bench. Mistimed his jump a little bit, but stayed there. And then on his way down, he somehow got it over the top of Nesterovic, high off the glass for 2 as Smush looks to add to his 15-point total. He had a very good game against the Hornets, and Smush has backed it up with another good one tonight.
Yeah, he's matched his point total, and we still have a quarter to play. Smush has 16 tonight. He had 7 assists and 5 steals in the game in New Orleans.
Shot clock, game clock just about synced up, so let's see how soon the Spurs go.
Lakers have dropped 7 straight in regular season play against the San Antonio Spurs. Is tonight the night? Finley done it a few times in his career. 4 seconds to play. What kind of shot is it going to be for Lamar?
Prayer.
Lamar with the 3 at the buzzer. A little wide right. So the Lakers did a great job in the first half, and the quarter that kills them, they maintain.
Well, they did the job. They did what they had to do in the third. Now they've got 12 more minutes to protect a 14-point lead. The Lakers ended the fourth quarter leading 74-60 against the defending champion, San Antonio Spurs. It's been a while since the Lakers have defeated the Spurs during the regular season. 7 straight regular season losses to the Spurs. Last win back in December of 2003, and they're trying to stop that right here, right now.
Yeah, we talk about the third, and things have gotten away in the past. Not tonight. The Lakers led by 14 at the half, and they were dead even in the third with San Antonio.
Yeah, when you have a lead, you can play dead even. If the Lakers play dead even with them here, that's all right, too.
So opening minute of the fourth. Kobe up against Ginóbili. And instead, Barry. That was an afterthought. It's good for 2. So back to a 12-point deficit for San Antonio. Luke stays out there. Kwame, Lamar, Sasha, and Kobe. Kobe has missed his last 8. He is overdue. He's got Ginóbili on his back, not Bowen. And he puts it off his front. 2-on-1. Barry behind his back. Down to 10.
Well, a little bit of shift in momentum, but it hasn't completely shifted yet. Lakers just need a strike here.
Kobe up against Nesterovic and off balance as he fell backwards and slipped. 74-64. Barry deep. Sasha comes away.
That would have created a timeout, by the way.
That would have been that shift I think you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Kwame asking for it. Going to stay outside, though. Pick and roll. Sasha going away from the screen. Now Lamar up against Brent Barry all the way to the hole. Big time play, and he's fouled. Lamar took it upon himself. He's been amazing tonight. 6 for 7, 13 points, and 8 assists now.
And that's how you get Mr. Mo to say, I like you, Lakers. I'll stay with you, as Lamar off to dribble against Brent Barry right into the face of Nesterovic. And that length of Lamar gets him a 3-point opportunity. Change the direction. Nice concentration. Count it.
So Lamar's first free throw of the night, trying to put the Lakers up by 13, and he doesn't get the roll. Well, tried to. Didn't want it over the back. Loose ball foul. Ginóbili trying to force the issue. The Lakers back in the transition. Brent Barry. He's already hit 1. Set up another. Kobe going for the steal. Barry, close, somebody. Back to 9. They give him only a 2. It'll stay in a double-digit lead. His foot was on the line. 76-66. Anxious moments at the outset of the fourth for the Lakers. Eventually, he's going to get it going.
Yeah, this is his time. Fourth quarter time.
9.8 per game. The most in NBA history since they started keeping that stat. Kobe weaving, jumped it in. Beautiful pass to Luke on the assist. Kobe shares it. Supporting cast has been there all night for Kobe and the Lakers.
Absolutely, especially one Luke Walton. You talk about finishing. Luke threw that one down like a 7-footer.
And Luke real close to a double-double, Stu. He's got 9 and 7 with that dunk. The Lakers by a dozen. Finley. Well, had something to do with the miss. It was a little bit flat. Luke was right there, hand in the face.
But does Finley still stop on a dime?
Yeah, he can elevate still. Now Kobe's got the baseline, gets inside, and a late whistle. The call on Nesterovic, but Olandis pulls the guy on the baseline. Jimmy Clark called it from 35, 40 feet away. Kobe will go to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, I know what you're being.
I mean, like, he's standing like 4 feet from Kobe. How can he not see this contact? I mean, are you kidding me? That's what Kobe's looking at right now. He's saying, look, you're standing right beside me and you don't blow your whistle? Did it get stuck in your throat or something? So
Kobe shoots 2. set up the last one for Luke. He's got 19. 6 of 6 at the stripe with 4 assists, 4 boards. Lakers by 13 as Duncan is back in the game. He's already got a technical, and you can understand why when you look at his points and minutes. And the first miss of the night for Kobe is picked up by Bowen. The Lakers still up by 13. 3 minutes gone. High post weave off Duncan. Ginóbili with the pick. Deep into the clock, Ginóbili. And he'll shoot 3. Well, Lamar closed, but Ginóbili is going to create opportunities, and he did there.
I think maybe Lamar might have forgotten that he's left-handed because his momentum was going toward his right hand. You want to run toward his left hand past him so that if you go past him, your momentum doesn't hit him. We'll have free throws when we come back, and 8:49 left to play here in the fourth, and Kobe and the Lakers trying to hold on to this lead and get this victory.
Message 86212. Autograph from Kobe. Couple of tickets to a Lakers game, big screen TV. Maybe tickets to a Lakers training camp game as well. Some of the items you can win. Well, Ginóbili, a 76% free throw shooter, is on his way to the strike. See if the Lakers can maintain the momentum with 8:49 to play. And Lamar running out trying to close. Ginóbili, he'll go spread eagle on you. We've seen that if he has to. But Lamar did get him. There's no doubt about that. Well, first of 3.
We talked about the bench of the Lakers and Luke. What a part of that he is. 9 points and 7 rebounds in 21 minutes. So he's really been a big addition to this Laker team.
And it's nice when you can go to your bench. That old trust factor.
Yeah.
And there's no huge drop off.
I mean, it's been actually almost a plus when they've gone to the bench.
Ginóbili got 2 of 3. Got a fortunate roll on the first. Missed the second. 11-point Laker lead. Lamar, Sasha, Kobe, Kwame, and Luke stay out there. Lamar working against Ginóbili, the smaller man, steps up Kwame, and he's fouled by Bowen from behind.
What a play by Lamar.
Yes, the spin and the move.
I mean, he's doing that against Ginóbili off the dribble, 25, 30 feet. He's got him all the way, and he changes direction, goes to his left, comes back to his right. And that's what you do. Keep the defender moving his feet so that he can't settle in. Then the spin and the pass, no question he got fouled on the play as Bruce Bowen got nothing but arm.
He knew it.
Kwame going to the line. He's 1 out of 2 from that distance. So some free throws coming here at the 8:38 mark, and the Lakers trying to hang on to a double-digit lead.
First gets the roll off the lip of the rim. So it's at 12. The Lakers lead it 80-68. Finley's back into the game.
And you know why he's in? I think because, you know, Popovich didn't like the way Lamar just beat Ginóbili off the dribble.
It's long. And boy, there's basketball IQ. Direct it to your teammate. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Luke did it again. So reset. Kobe up against Bruce Bowen. Beat him to the baseline. And short again. And we talked about the minutes. And whether or not they're eventually going to catch up with Kobe. Guy's so strong mentally, though. That's where he beats people.
I just think one of those nights loses that one out of bounds.
You got it. That was nice work by Kwame just to impede his progress anyway, but you're right. It was right in front of us, and Duncan lost the handle.
Jim saying, that's a big, strong body I'm banging up against here down on the post in Kwame Brown.
So 4 minutes gone by. Countdown for the Lakers. Trying to get the first win here since December of 2003. Yeah, that's regular season. Point 4 we'll never forget by Derek Fisher. Luke. Guard on his back, the size on Udry, step back, almost. Good idea.
Yeah.
Didn't get the finish.
Brent Barry is almost as tall as Luke, but weight-wise, Luke just backed him in.
Now Barry the other way. Got Luke into the air. Man counted.
Well, we're down to a single-digit lead here with this conversion of the free throw. It's a 10-point Laker lead as Luke Walton got some of his own medicine. One in, he tried to do this to Brent. Brent gives him an up and under. Count it, and 1. 7:37. I would think that we'd see Smush again real soon as Phil Jackson pondering his next move.
Brent Berry had 13 last night off the bench, 16 so far this evening. And, well, that's a rarity. He's so good at the free throw line. When he misses, it's news. Lamar gets his 8th board, 8 assists, 13 points. The Lakers still by 10. Nice screen and roll comes. Bowen underneath. Kobe on the reverse.
Well, when your outside shot's not working like you like, take it to the rack. But you have to have the ability to do that.
That's his first since 2.5 minutes remain in the first half. So the Lakers by a dozen. Berry all the way to the hole. Blocked away by Lamar. Lamar read it, timed it, got it. Inside of 7 to play. Kobe, another high screen to roll. Baseline against Duncan. Reset it. Now he wants to work. He should go in the hole against Duncan. Anytime of the shot clock. He will drive past Duncan. Reverse. Run it again on the... Unbelievable he got it over the rim. You love it.
Yeah, I like watching him play. Yes, I do.
What a classic.
That was nice.
That was sweet.
Popovich didn't like it too much. With 6:42 to play, back-to-back drives to the hoop by number 8. Kobe Bryant, the last one, hit the ball. Just throw it up. Throw it in. Nothing sensational. Well, the Lakers with a 14-point lead at the 6:42 mark of the fourth. And Kobe, he's got the last 2 hoops for the Lakers, both on drives. The first one around Tim Duncan, just routine for Kobe. But the last one, he goes around Tim again, gets hit on the head by Tim Duncan. No foul. He gets the basket. He says, what do I have to do to get an and one? He's got 23. Not having a great percentage night, but I talked about before, his fourth quarter is really where he steps on the metal a little bit.
Nobody is better in the NBA in the fourth. With number 8. Big win for the Lakers. Now can they hold up? Pacers help out winning against the Hornets. Kwame deep against Duncan. Duncan, and he got it anyway. Kobe tried to come over and help out. Duncan just muscled his way in, and they call the foul on Kwame.
And Kwame's saying, well, what do I do on that? I mean, I stand there, he backs into me, I get out of the way, and you blow the whistle. I mean, he's in the lane, his foot's on the line as when he caught it. So, I mean, that's a tough one to take there. That's one of those plays where you just let the play continue. Give him the basket, and let's go the other way.
So with 6:25 to play, Duncan in double figures. It stays that way, and Luke took care of the shooter. Usually it comes right back to a guy like that.
Yeah, when you shoot it flat especially.
Yep. Heads up play by Luke. So off the bench now, 9 and 9 for Luke. Kobe beat Bowen all the way. That's going to be the 4th foul on the Spurs. They are out of fouls now. The Lakers have 3 team fouls. That comes with 6:09 left for Bruce Bowen individually. It is his 4th foul.
And when you're going up against a good defender, your first step is the one that gets you either by him or you end up doing a lot of pounding the ball. And Kobe beat him with that first step.
Lamar looking inside for Kobe. It stays outside. Pushed back in the game. Luke for Kwame. Can he get it up? Yes! And muscles it home. Took a while, but he got it there. 86-72.
Well, I can see why they didn't call 3 seconds on Tim Duncan the last time. They're not calling.
Kwame's got 8 and 8 off the bench. They're making 8-7 with 3 of his 7 boards at the offensive end. Ginóbili thought he'd draw the contact. Instead, Finley for 3. The Lakers lead trimmed to 11. 5.5 left. 86-75.
Just barely beat the 8 count, too.
Last touch by Ginóbili. He almost came away with it off the deflection.
16 on the 24, so the Lakers have a lot of time to run their offense on this possession.
Smush out there with Kobe.
One of the guards should go get it from Kwame right now.
Lamar deep in the clock. Kobe knows it. Working on Bowen down to the baseline. Fall away. He's got to. He will. Will he get there? Yes! The strength. What an angle. 88-75. Kobe's got 25.
Talking about manufacturing shots.
Inside of 5 to play. Ginóbili. And boy, he spun that with some English because Kwame didn't play it poorly. Lakers by 11, 88-77.
Under 5 minutes here.
Too much time. Lamar up against the smaller Michael Finley, backing him down. Quick release, didn't get it. 4.5 left. And the Lakers going to stop here.
This is where you talk.
Duncan asking for it early in the possession. Kwame held his ground, knocked it away. Loose ball. And Duncan clears it out. Finley, I thought he was going to create contact. Shot clock all the way down on Michael Finley, and he rattled it in again.
Michael Finley is... I talked about Luke being a plus for the Lakers off the bench. Michael Finley is really getting it done.
Down to 9 because of Finley off the bench. He had 21 against the Lakers on Monday night. He's got 13 tonight. Kobe will get it from Lamar. Inside of 4 left. Inside of 10 on the shot clock. How huge is this possession? Off the high screen and roll. Kobe for 3. Luke's there in the offensive glass. Bring it back out, and he will. Boy, Luke's got 10 boards tonight. How big was that one? His 4th on the offensive end.
Luke has done the job. Lakers want a timeout, and they finally see one of the officials to call it with 3:36 to go. 16 on the shot clock. Lakers nursing. I mean, nursing now. A 9-point advantage as the crowd has gotten back into it. Spurs trying to get some life, and the Lakers trying to pull the plug.
Some of the greatest scorers in NBA history have played for the Lakers, and Kobe Bryant putting himself right in the conversation. The second year in his career that he has had 19 games of 40-plus points or more. Are those two marks of Elgin Baylor above him within reach? I would say yes.
Behind the plane of the board, seemingly, but up and over, and runs right by the Spurs bench. And even the Spurs players and coaching staff have to marvel over that young man.
You know, Stu, I talked about his physical strength. His mental strength, though, is what really separates him. Because a lot of guys start 5 for 21 in New Orleans, and they don't have a fourth quarter like Kobe did.
Well, I mean, Kobe, he just has a certain focus that it doesn't matter if he's missed 10 in a row or not. He thinks that he's made 10 in a row. Out
of the timeout, the Lakers have been brilliant tonight. Will it continue? Kobe up against Bowen, blows right by him, strong to the rack with a two-hander. They do it again out of a timeout, lead by 11.
Well, Kobe just blew by their defenders, and where was the last line of defense?
Parker trying to get inside. First appearance of the 4th. Finley off the mark, and Smush knocks it away, but it goes out to Finley. Ginóbili on the penetration. He pulls right into Kwame, but Kwame was in the restraining arm.
He was.
So 2 for Ginóbili. But make him earn it at the line. Strong. Second straight strong for Kwame.
As Ginóbili he has an opening, and Kwame steps over trying to get there. Had his heels on the line, so 2 free throws to Ginóbili. This is the first of 2.
And Ginóbili is now 8 of 11 at the free throw line.
That last play by Kobe. He goes by Bruce Bowen, and where's the defense? He just throws one down with 2 hands.
So the Lakers still up by 10, 90-80. Now get it across the line. Parker pestering Smush. It's Tony against Smush. Final 3 minutes of regulation. Kobe on the high screen over Duncan. Spins out. Kwame's there. Started over and used the shot clock. He will.
Did you see how far Kwame went to get that rebound?
Real active. And for Kwame, that is his 8th rebound of the game. Lakers doing a number on the glass. Walton, baselines are available. Leaves it off. Kwame's got plenty of time. Kobe beats him. In rhythm. Off the dribble after he beat Bowen. Lakers by a dozen. 2:25 to play.
You just have to love the way the Lakers have responded to any kind of push that the Spurs have been trying to make here.
Parker saved it from going out of bounds. Now the 20-footer. He bangs it home. Down to 10. And, you know, we've been talking about the Lakers' first win in 7 straight regular season losses to the Spurs in this building. Lamar Odom has never, ever in his career beaten San Antonio 0 for 16, whether he was a Clipper, remember the Heat, or now the Lakers.
That's remarkable, but the Lakers are trying to get Lamar his first win here. Under 2 minutes to play.
Now Kobe, deep at the shot clock, sets up Smush back to Orlando. Kobe on the finish. That That should do it. A dozen with 1:47 to play.
You talk about recognition. Smush has the ball, looking at the clock. It's winding down. You think he's going to take the shot, and he recognizes Kwame. Great job.
Over the top, an easy one. Too fast. It only took 7 seconds. So you need to make him work the clock a little bit more than that. Now, Kobe doubles, gets it across. Lakers will use the clock again.
They've got him spread out and chasing, so again, if they start to double up, somebody's going to be diving toward the rim.
Luke meeting Ginóbili, going to the rack. The finger roll won't go home. Kwame knocked it around. Last touch by Kwame. 1:20 to play.
Nice attack, though, by Luke. I thought he was going to have that fall in there with 1:20 to play. So the Spurs want to talk it over now. They realize they're down by double digit here. 10-point lead for the Lakers. 1:20 to play, and boy, the bench of the Lakers, obviously they're kind of happy, especially on that last play by Smush, throwing it up. Kwame, go get it, and throw it down.
And the Spurs, well, not many have done it, and that's what the Lakers are trying to accomplish. You know, the Hawks are the biggest shocker on the board there. In fact, it's funny. One team that's not on there because they haven't beaten San Antonio, Utah. They swept Detroit this year in their 2 games. Joel Meyerstein asked John Ireland. One more stop, Stu, could do it.
Well, yeah, but I also think if the Lakers can go down and execute and get some points as well, that should be enough. They defend the 3-point line so that they have to make trips down the floor.
Ginóbili make him and close on Finley, and he banked it in. Kwame was right in his grill. It's down to 7.
Now you got to push it across midcourt.
Yeah, and Luke is fouled. Ginóbili reaches, fouls him. Luke will shoot 2. They are out of fouls.
Well,
and you can also put it away at the line.
Yeah, but if they were going to foul, 1, foul early like they did, and 2, foul, look at who you have on the floor. That's the second choice of who they would like to foul. But that last basket, Kwame makes him alter it, kisses it off the glass, and I don't think he has a 24-hour telecall.
You know what reminds me of? Gets the roll. Huge. 95-87. And I hate to bring it up with 1:10 to play. Remember Duncan's bank? The 4.4 by Derek Fisher.
The one he didn't even have his eyes on the basket.
And he was on his wallet when he saw it go in. Thank you. So Luke's got a double-double. His second career double-double. And he's got 11 and 10 off the bench.
Oh, what a game. What a game. Now you just don't want to give him. Here's these 3-point shot things again.
Back to 9. And taken away. That'll seal the deal. The foul after the takeaway by Smush.
What a game for Smush. We could just go right down the roster for this Laker team tonight and say, what a game for him. What a game for him. What a game for him. And that's really what it takes to have a successful trip. As Smush reads this play, Finley up in the air. Smush says, no, I see you going to Tony Parker, so let me grab it and steal it and shoot 2. And I think Popovich is waving the white flag.
And with Smush Parker, who's got 17 now after hitting for 16 in the last game against New Orleans, I think we'd all be talking about a major breakthrough season for Smush, except for the lack of consistency game to game. Yeah, because he's put together some phenomenal efforts.
Well, I mean, he does some things that, when he has those good games, and you think, wow. But like you said, sometimes he goes and he'll end up with 3 shot attempts or something. So, but he is showing that he has some skills that can really make him a good player. And
he was posing after that last free throw.
That's what you do.
After you put him up by 11 with 1 minute to play. Reversing. Udrih. Man, Smush almost took it away again. Final minute of play. What a road trip for the Lakers. The big win in New Orleans. Finley can't get it. It'll be Sean Marks on the follow, and he'll bank it home. 98-89. Luke will go to the free throw line as Barry grabbed him from behind. And Luke, we've been talking about his work in 29 minutes. 11 points, 10 boards. And what a job the Lakers as a group have done on the boards tonight. Out rebounding the San Antonio Spurs 43-34. So the Lakers capitalize on a team coming off the back-to-back, the second of a back-to-back. Lakers have been in that position all too often. When Smush is at 16 plus, means a little bit to the Lakers as a group.
Obviously it does, no question about it. As both Kobe, Mr. Fourth Quarter, Mr. Closer. I'm going to start calling him the closer.
And I'm happy for Lamar. Lamar finally. First win ever against San Antonio as Luke gets it done to the stripe. That's 1-16 now. Lamar, congratulations. Big part of the win tonight.
Well, Luke got it done at the stripe, and the whole team got it done from start to finish.
Udrich with the three, 28.7 to play. There's only a couple of teams now that have scored 100 on the Spurs in this building, and the Lakers can say they're one of the two teams. That's how good San Antonio is defensively. They allow the fewest points in the league per game at 88, almost 89 per contest.
And they have to take the shot because there's a discrepancy in game and shot clock.
Bryant Cook with the deep three, and that'll do it. Michael Finley, he'll take one.
Well, the Lakers get a very big win on the road in San Antonio, a tough place for road teams to get wins. And the Spurs fall for just the second time in their last 10 games. The Lakers win at 100-92. Back with more in a moment.